people. So I was thinking about a topic and I didn't want to just simply shoot a video because I thought it was a little condensed, a little more denser in content. So the topic is about present moment. Yeah. Now if you look at the date, yesterday's date is not the same as today's date. Today's is not the same as tomorrow's date. And so is the case, say, a year back, or even a decade back, or a decade from now. Yeah, the date is unique. It's a unique combination of numbers. Now, when the date changing is a indication of time moving. Yeah. Now, given that that's the case, when you again bring it down further, make it into see micro movements of time, just like the date changes, the date is changing within 24 hours. Yeah. Now what I'm saying here may seem like obvious, but I'm arriving at a point, and there's a need for me to say this, because something so obvious is not like aha, like it hasn't really struck enough for it to be something to be lived from, because we would not be seeing what we are seeing today. Let me just be more specific. We would not be seeing the amount of plastic on the planet today if this was already gotten. Okay, so clearly something has not been gotten. Our common sense is not working as well as it should be, and I think this is one of the reasons for it. So please stay with me on this. Okay. Now, where was I? I was at as the date changes, the date is changing every 24 hours. The 24 hours is marked around the clock, and as the hours move, that much amount of numbers is less from the 24 hours. Now once that number, say it's 12 hours, that means it is 12 hours less from the 24 hours. Once the 24 hours is over, it becomes the next day. Now this is obvious again. The point is, once it becomes like 12 hours or 13 hours, it is so many hours less from the next day happening. Obvious, right? Now again you break it down, it's so many seconds. Yeah, that means there is so many seconds less from the next day happening. Or it is also, you can say, so many seconds less, which means this particular moment where I'm speaking has never happened before. Just like the date changes and that date never comes back again, the moment changes and that moment doesn't come back again. Yeah, given that. Now, given that such is the case, now the person I am in this moment, I was yesterday. Yeah, after yesterday I come to be today. So the person I was yesterday is not the same person today, because I have lived through 24 hours, so many moments that was yesterday, and I went through all those experiences that I went through yesterday, and the experience I went through last moment allows for and consequently, and then I have come to this moment. Yeah, so I'm like a accumulation of what has happened all this time, and I'm now in this moment. So I'm not the same person that I was yesterday. Okay, so just like the moment changes, I am not the same this moment as I was last moment. Okay, now either I'm better this moment or I'm worse than the last moment, but I'm not the same as the last. Okay, that's one part. Now, just as I am not the same person last moment to this moment, either better or worse, people I interact with who have, some people may have been with me all through my life, same house, okay, doing interacting with same, but just like the moment is not the same, that person is also not the same, because that person was also somebody in the previous moment and is now the person in this moment and is not the same person. Just as time is moving, the person is also not the same. Though I may think that the person is same, the person is not the same as a fact. Similarly, even though I may think I'm the same, I'm not the same as a fact, because time is moving, because the moment is changing. This moment is a new moment, and consequently, the person, the thing that is in this moment is not the same as the previous moment. Biologically, if you look, every 21 days in a functioning working metabolism where things are working as they should, every 21 days the entire tissue structure, every cell in the body, including the blood, muscles, bones, everything in its own time, every 21 days the entire body rejuvenates. Like everything that was old moves, becomes a past, and in their stead comes new. That is for a normal physiological healthy functioning body. Sometimes it is more or less, depending on how their metabolism is, how their state of health is, more or less. Yeah. And if you're doing the same thing over and over, you have the same information again rejuvenating the same place. So you're like, now if it's a bad habit, okay, you are regenerating the same habit over and over and over. Now if it's something that is bad, which means you're dying faster, because it's not something that sustains life. Now if you're developing something new which is healthy and good and sustains life, then with every rejuvenation you're getting better. You may be even getting younger. Okay, that is for a person. Okay, now when I am not the same person in this moment, better or worse, if I'm going to consider that another person, even the same person living in the same house, is the same, then my interaction continues to be from what I have perceived that person to be from the past. When the fact is, that person who's right in front of me is a different person in this moment than maybe 5 years ago, last week. Yeah. Now, if I'm going to be interacting with this person as it is the same as that person in so many years back, I miss the complete opportunity that this person may be completely new and somebody I don't know. Yeah, or the fact that this person may actually be sometimes better or worse. And I'm not knowing if they're better or worse because I have not seen closely if the person is better or worse in this moment. And the person may be better or worse from the last moment also. They may be getting better or worse. But this moment, however they're not the same as previous moment. Do you see the opportunity in what I'm saying here? I am saying that this is a way by which to develop fresh eyes with which to look at how life is in this moment. Because this moment has never come to be before. The next moment has also not come to be before. And hence, who I am, who the moment is, who are there in the moment, yeah, what comes about, what events are there, what choices I make, everything is like a new day. It's just like a new day has begun. Yeah, I may think that same day is the same as before, but the date has changed. So as a fact, time has moved. And as a fact, it's a new opportunity. And the next moment is a new opportunity with which to begin fresh. Well, begin fresh, make something better, 1% better than 1%. better than the previous moment, 1% better than the previous day, we are making something fresh. We are making something new. That's an opportunity to make something better. Yeah? To have myself be better, to have the world be better, to have people in my life be better, in our life to be better, future to be better. Yeah? It's all happy, good things. But it's all when you see things with these fresh eyes, to see the opportunity that this moment is, for the fact that it's a new moment. Yeah, I hope you like. We've heard about this thing called zor ka jhatka dheere se lage. Something big, it takes some time for you to really get it. But never mind. But just keep the date in front of you and notice that it is changing, and that in itself is a good reminder that the new is new as a fact. Yeah? Happy awakenings. Good day.